but then you also have the idiots. I've been reading this morning somebody who tried to tie themselves to a telegraph pole so they could experience the full extent of the winds.
That's next level.
Kite surfers have been going out, cyclists. I think we've had 3 deaths in Florida. I think that, no one knows for sure what the
But it
body
seemed like they
count
were
is.
so well prepared, though, in the kind of whole warning and evacuating, which is completely different than what we were just talking about, earthquakes.
Well, the question is, for example, in 2005, in the Kashmir earthquake, I lost around 25 relatives, including my grandfather. And in Kashmir, at the Pakistani side, Muzaffarabad, all the rural areas, the governments did not have the rescue and relief apparatus to get there, and they lost about 80,000 people. So when you say you can only pray, so when you had loved ones here looking on television what was going on, and your mother saying, I have to go back, and against the Foreign Office advice, what can you do apart from pray?
Police and prison officers first to lose 1% pay cap. Labour is to force a Commons vote on scrapping the 1% public sector pay cap for NHS workers, as it emerged that the police and prison workers are likely to be the first to see it lifted.
You got any insight on this one for us, Rehman?
I think some of that, rather than just going with the Labour motion at the moment, I think we have to wait to the budget, and I think there will be a lot of redress in relation to this at the budget. There's been a consultation with regards to public sector pay, and I think the budget's the right time to address a lot of that. So Labour will push it now to make a political gains, to say they're not supporting it. But
they want it wider, don't they, than just the police and prison. But as far as I know, in the pay reviews, it was only the police and prison officers where I believe the recommendation was that it should bust the 1%.
I think there were certain, in terms of all of them, I can't tell you all of them, but I think there were some where they were saying that with the public sector 1%, it has to be lifted. And my argument on that was, look, and it's something which I've said to the government before, is we have to address this, and the time to address it is in the budget, when you look at all the finances, and I think the budget will be the right time to address some of these issues.
Yeah. Do you think politically it is wise to just pick 1 or 2 groups above all the other public sector workers?
I think there is a reasoning in terms of how those the consultation and is carried out and how it works. There is a reason for it, rather than just simply picking one out of the other. And I think on that, the full details of that will be available at the budget time.
But you've got nurses that are moving towards industrial action. One would always say, nurses moving towards industrial action, I would imagine they'll carry a lot of public support if they don't get a higher than 1% pay rise, but police officers do.
I think in terms of
many police officers are already earning much more than nurses.
Well, I think with regards to nurses, I think nurses are one of them which will be looked at and addressed. But I think the others, I don't want to make promises today which I can't keep, but I think these areas will be looked at in the budget.